Okay. Hi everyone. How you guys doing? Welcome. All right, so let's continue the Last of Us stream. What we're going to be doing is basically uh, the Left Behind DLC for this game. And basically the Left Behind DLC is a story that happens in the middle of the game and you kind of don't see it. So anyways, you don't see it when you play the actual game story. So you're going to have to play this DLC to know what happened in the middle of the game. So if you haven't played the actual game, I recommend that you guys don't play the DLC. Even the game itself gives you a warning. Don't play the DLC. Play the main game itself, and then play the DLC because it won't make sense if you don't if you haven't played the game. Okay, so let's get started here. Okay. So I'm going to just resume the demo here. The demo. What am I saying? Cutscene. Okay.
Stay the fuck back!
So I'm going to be doing the grounded mode basically, which is the hardest category in this game, and you will see nasty things happen. Especially the DLC is very hard on grounded mode. Especially the end of the game. The last part of the game is crazy.
I think we're safe. Joel? Joel? Shit. Joel, here.
And it looks like we had a...
Get up. You gotta tell me what to do. Come on. You gotta get up. Joel?
Alright, here we go. Looks like we had a new follower, Red Bud. Redub DD. Thank you very much for the follow. This happened, I guess, when I was offline. Thank you very much for the support. Hope to see you here with us.
Riley?
Ow! I landed on my hip.
What the hell?
Yeah, forgot to
I
start
was
the
bitten.
uptime.
I
Here's
know.
the uptime now.
It was kind of awesome.
There we go. Now's the uptime.
You're not gonna kill me, are you?
I haven't seen you, and I don't even know how long.
45 days. Well, 46, technically. Wanna know what I've been up to?
Okay.
All this time, I thought you were dead.
Yeah. Here. Look.
No way.
Still no roommate? I had to sleep under Liz for 3 years, and you know how bad that girl smelled.
You're a firefly.
You still have it up. What are you doing?
I'm making sure I don't get caught with a firefly in my room.
Relax. There are no soldiers on the entire floor.
Here, congrats.
Hey. Are we cool?
Are we cool?
I disappeared and you're mad. And I owe you an explanation. Let's get out of here and I'll tell you all about it.
It's almost morning, and I have military drills. You know, where we learn how to kill fireflies.
Put some pants on and let's go.
I'm so dumb.
Typical teenage
When have we ever
craziness.
gotten into trouble?
Alright, so let's get going.
Shit.
Now, this is the part where
Come on,
Joel
give me
has just gotten hurt, and Ellie's looking for supplies to patch him up, basically. So, here we go.
I'll put you on your side. Jesus.
While we're at it, I was having difficulties with Wisebot last chat. Let me try to see if it's working. Nah, the Wisebot is still not working, guys. Just so you guys know, Wisebot is giving me a hard time. The commands aren't working. So anyways, so we'll see what happens. I gotta look into this.
I should buy us
I
some
don't know if
time.
it's just me or is the
Find something to stitch you
bot
up,
itself.
okay? Callus, keep an eye on him.
Okay.
I'll be back in a flash.
And here we go. So it starts. Here we are. Something I need to mention about this game. There's no new game plus. I mean, there is, theoretically, but it doesn't make any sense. Because in this game, you don't have any... there's no such thing as, like,
Now where the fuck do I go?
upgrades. You don't need to go down or do anything. You just have to just go straight. Just go to the point. In this game, essentially, you have no upgrades. You can't upgrade Ellie like you could with Joel and the supplements. You can't really craft items except for, well, you can craft items, but you can't basically increase the power of the crafted items. And the items you can craft are kind of limited. Not everything that in Joel's game you can craft here. No. And also another thing that you cannot do is you can't upgrade your weapons. So you kind of limited here, and so because of that, New Game Plus doesn't make any sense. In this game, there's New Game Plus is the same exact experience as a new game. Doesn't make any difference. Your character, your skills, your weapons, everything is the exact same thing. Little cute princess Sky, how's it going? Hi, welcome.
35 right, 3
Thanks for
left.
joining us. Hope you're doing great and you're having a great evening.
Worked.
Alright, so in this game, generally you just want to go from point A to point B, but when you get to enemies and you get to pick up weapons, you want to save it for the very end of the game, and you will see why. I'm going to play most of this game without any difficulties until I get to the very end. The very end is very, very crazy. You'll see. The problem is that it's one long checkpoint with lots of enemies, and if you die, you go to the very beginning of that checkpoint.
Damn it.
I'm just going to pick up that item anyway. Okay.
Alright.
So
Key.
here
Pharmacy. Let's do it.
you crouch
Shit.
and you just go. Don't even bother taking out any enemies here. Nothing like that. Forgot to pick up that brick, so I will grab it here. And here we go. So there's nothing here for you. Just go straight here. There's really nothing for you to pick up. It doesn't make sense for you to do anything. So
Yes.
I will try to pick up some items on the way as much as possible so that at the end of the game I have a lot more items and I can craft a lot more weapons. But this game is so difficult at the very end that you could very easily die. Even if you have all sorts of weapons and everything with you and a lot of ammo and everything, you could die very quick and very easy. So it's very like skill is very important. It's very skill based, a lot more than with Joel. With Joel, at least you have more resources towards the end of the game if you've accumulated your resources properly. But sorry, I think there's something here if I'm not mistaken. No, not on this difficulty at least. So there's some stuff here you can pick up. Here, might as well go pick it up. Yeah, so make sure you grab everything. All these little things that you grab will add up in this game, so it's important that you grab as much as you can. This game is absolutely merciless, like Ungrounded. It's very merciless, and you just basically it's not a long game compared to the actual main. So this actually just gave me this is essentially a health kit. I can't use it on Joel because there's no sutures, but I can use it to heal Ellie. So I can't really, I need something that I can stitch Joel with, essentially. There's nothing here for you, you just have to go hop down here.
Here we go. Hurry! Up here!
Okay. Alright.
Oh, man. That was close,
Now
huh?
you kind of come to another point in
You're
time.
not fast
This is
there.
before,
I'm impressed.
basically,
Thanks.
before Ellie met
Oh, come
Joel,
on.
essentially.
Up we
This
go.
is earlier, before the actual Last of Us game
So, how did you find them?
events.
The
This is
Fireflies?
before.
Yeah.
What we were playing
Remember
during the
that
winter
firefly you bit and stole his
in the
gun?
mall with Ellie
Yeah.
is
I remember
during
him.
the events
That's
of The Last
Trevor.
of Us.
I saw him walking down the
No,
street,
this
so
is
I tailed
before.
his ass.
And in this particular
I follow
part,
him into this alley.
it doesn't
and all
matter
these
what you pick up.
fireflies
There's no
ambush.
weapons. There's nothing for you to pick up.
They took
There's
me right to
something.
their
There's some
hideout.
paper here you can pick up
To
if you really
Marlene.
wanted to. Doesn't
Were you
matter at
scared?
all in the slightest. This is just if you
Terrified.
want to get the
I thought this
trophy
time
for
she would
picking up
actually shoot me.
stuff. You
But
don't have
instead,
to.
she just says, "What took you so
And-
long?" She was expecting me.
And she just made you
In
a
this,
firefly?
Something like that.
part,
That whole
nothing
almost
you
kill
grab
me thing was a
makes
test.
any real difference.
She wanted to know I
There's
was
no
committed.
weapons, nothing.
Oh.
None of this means anything. So just so you guys know, when you play the before Joel or before Last of Us story, which is this, you play with here we go. You can do an optional conversation.
Have you
wanted to.
found the light yet?
Ha ha.
Oh, har har.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend your people.
And
So what?
so
You buy into this whole thing now?
All I know is that I'm not a soldier.
this is no big deal. This is just going from point A to point B. You don't have to do anything. Nothing's gonna happen to you until the very end of the
30
game
days,
in
my
this
ass.
particular timeline
being
or
infected
time
all the time.
turn of
You do a
events
good
or
job of
period
hiding
of time or something to that effect. Nothing will happen. It's pretty
shit,
much going
hide.
from point A to point B until the very end where you got to run away from some enemies. That's it. So it's pretty straight. This is pretty straightforward, and I will show you some stuff that you don't really have to do. You don't have to. Some stuff is optional. You don't really have to do. It does. None of this makes any difference in this
Careful, it's wet.
point in time. It doesn't matter.
Hey, so
I'm going to show you some
maybe
stuff
I
that's
should
there,
join
but
the
I'm not actually going to go
Fireflies.
through it
Ellie,
because it's not
that
necessary
was the first thing I asked Marlene.
that you do. And I'm going to
She
try to
wants you
make it as
safe at that
spoiler
stupid
free as
school.
possible. So I'll just
I'm not
tell
even
you
supposed to come see you.
where there's
Why does
optional
she care?
conversations.
She's worried I'll
So
get
you want to
in
go this
trouble.
way. So
Hey, remember the first time I brought you here?
what are we doing here, Riley?
Riley is
I have a surprise for you.
basically
What?
Uh,
Is it a dinosaur?
Maybe.
here's another optional conversation you can have here. I'm not going to have it.
You'll just have to wait and see.
Riley is Ellie's friend, and she's become a Firefly. I think she's actually, I'm not sure if she's Marlene's daughter, but she kind of looks like Marlene, so I think she is. I'm not sure. I heard somewhere that she was, but I could be wrong. Anyways, you could have some optional conversations there if you really wanted to. Not mandatory. I'm just trying to show you how to beat this game on Grounded.
I
That's
can't
it.
believe Winston's
In this
gone.
tent, you can
You
go,
heard?
and there's some
Yeah.
stuff you can do.
Do you know how it happened?
And now, because I'm forced to walk, you can just crouch walk. You can have a conversation here. You can go into this tent and grab some stuff that,
I
well,
don't know.
not stuff, but you're just gonna like
Let's see what he left
pick
us.
something. You can go see what's there
Really?
and have a conversation if you wanted to. I'm not going to go through with it. It's not mandatory. So there's stuff here you can pick up. I believe there's something here. Is there a piece of paper here to pick up? Maybe not. I'm mistaken, probably. Okay, let's go. So you want to get here and try to. You want to go through here now. That's your challenge. Where's Riley? There we go.
Ellie, help me lift this.
It always feels like we're gonna get crushed.
It's fine. I'll go first.
So much for that. You can't go that way.
You know what?
This is the way you gotta go.
How about
Riley.
we find another way?
You know what? I'll
So
get
this
you up
game
now.
this part
See if you
is
can
kind
unlock it
of,
from the inside.
it's good when you play it for the first time because you kind of get the story, but once you've played it so many times, well, I shouldn't say I've played it so many, I've beat this game on Grounded, or this DLC I should say on Grounded many times, but not compared to some of the guys that play this
Huh?
game kind of
See
exclusively.
anything?
But after a point, the story's not interesting anymore.
Riley?
So the first time you played, really go through everything, try to enjoy the story quite a bit, because after a point, it gets boring because you've seen the story so many times.
You dick! That's
Hey,
two
they're just
times
messing
today.
around in a mall, essentially. Just
How the hell did we never
not
find
much
this
else
place?
really.
Come on,
Okay.
I got the perfect map.
So you gotta go try that mask on.
Riley,
Kind of forced,
perfect.
so we're gonna go do it anyway.
Check it out.
What is that, like a wolf man or something?
Put it on.
Put the mask on, and you're just gonna have to press some buttons and
Yeah,
make some wolf sounds.
badass. Now roar. Roar. Ellie, really? Fucking roar.
So there's a bunch of stuff you can play around with.
Now
There's
let's
like a
see what else
Halloween
is
store.
playing.
There's this crazy Skeleseer or whatever. It's kind of like a magic 8-ball you can use. There's stuff like that. You could change your mask if you wanted to. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can play around here with, but this is the way to go. There's no reason to do all that stuff. Is just to mess around. So I'm not going to ruin the surprise for you guys when you're playing it. You can just basically do it yourself do it and experience it on your own, kind of thing. I'm not going to ruin it here for you.
I got
So
it.
now you're going to try to
See those cars down
break
there?
the glasses,
Yeah.
break
Red
the
one's
windows of
yours,
the car.
I'll be blue. We throw bricks. Whoever breaks all the windows to their car
Okay.
wins.
Are you kidding me? I'm like the brickmaster.
Okay, so
All right. Loser has to answer a question. No sarcasm.
okay, so
What is
some
this,
window
truth or
breaking time
truth?
here now.
All right, fool. You're on.
Okay, take your time with this. Make sure you hit it
Yeah,
properly.
you like that?
Don't have to rush it. It's actually a pretty easy task.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very easy. Just take your time. Don't rush things here. Even on ground, it's pretty easy. Oh, I missed it. Can't believe I missed it. Okay, well,
2 down.
no problem. We'll try this.
All right.
Hide.
Just take your time.
And that's how you do it.
Fuck yeah.
Bullseye.
There's one I'm missing.
Damn. Boosh. That's one.
There it is.
Yes. Trick. Fucking master.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
My car had tougher
So here with the
windows.
conversation, I'm not going to
whatever,
ruin it.
loser.
You could ask some questions if you
question
really
time.
wanted to. I will
I'm
just
scared.
pick the last one. Forget it, because I don't want to ruin the surprise for you guys.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff you could do here.
You know
And
what? Forget it.
not necessary, so I'll just...
You're off the hook.
Wow. Okay. Come on. Let me show you this thing.
We're
We're
going this
almost
way.
there.
Anyways, this is a very... it's a very interesting DLC, to be honest with you. It's just a quick crash course or crash... I'm not sure what the right way... Like a brief little insight into Ellie's past Last of Us life and
What are we
during
doing
Last
here?
of Us disaster that happened with Joel, and Joel
So-
got hurt and all that stuff.
You know how we thought they only
So
powered certain
it's just a
areas of the
good
city?
DLC. It's just perfect, in my
Follow me.
opinion. There's something here you can pick up, like a little
I like
collectible. You don't have to go here. It's completely unnecessary. Even here, you can open it. Nothing. Like, you don't really have to do any of this stuff. What you want to go is here, where Riley's taking you. That's where the main part of the story is. Where you gotta go. So
So, turns out, the whole city has power. They just flipped the circuit
now you're
breakers.
just gonna
All you gotta do is flip it
flip
back.
it back. That's it.
There's no way this is gonna work.
Pretty simple. Now, let there be light.
What did I tell you?
Wait, so the whole mall is lit up?
Let's go find out.
Yeah, so we go this way. Now, when you go here, there's like a million little things you
see
can
this?
do. I will
Wait,
point them out to you, but again, this is
I know what you're trying
completely
to do.
optional. You don't have to do any of these things. It has nothing to do, like,
I'm
it's
really
just
glad
purely
that you're not dead.
for fun, like
I
shits
mean-
and giggles. That's it. Not necessary.
I'm glad that we're
So
back
if
together.
you really didn't want to do it, you don't
I
have to.
didn't
But
mean
the
it.
first time you played, you want to go through it. In my opinion, it's best that you do, so you get the best experience or the best
All that stuff I said
I
before
guess
left.
bang for the buck, if you will. But it doesn't
I didn't
really
mean any of it.
up to you if you really want to play around. I recommend that you do when you play it for the first time.
Riley,
Game has a lot of exploring to do, even though this
such a
game
sap.
is a lot indoors. I think the whole game is indoors. There's no outdoors to this game. Everything
You
is
ready?
indoors, but
Totally.
still, there's some exploring to do. With The Last of Us itself, a lot of the game is
Are you
outdoors, so there's a lot of
kidding?
stuff to go sort of check out. Anyways, so here's now you go back to the story here, the winter. Now this is more like the current time, the present time. The story kind of switches between past and present. So this is present now. You can do some circling around here. You might find some stuff. I recommend that you do. I believe there's some supplies I can get, so I'm going to go for it anyway. There's scissors and stuff here. Yes. So you want to grab these. Anything you grab. Again, this is grounded, so whatever you can grab. You will not regret it, especially the first time. I got a brick, so I don't really need it. We're gonna go for some. This stuff that you grab here will not pay off until the very end of the game, most likely. But grab them anyway, because at the very end of the game, having one extra, for example, Molotov, is better than not having it and needing it. Always try to make the most weapons that you can in this game. Very important. I think this is about it. I'm not sure if there's other stuff. I thought there was like a little candy bar or something somewhere here. Maybe I'm mistaken. I think I've grabbed what I could grab. There's nothing else really. I think this is it. I'm not sure if there's a candy bar here. I thought there was a candy bar here. It doesn't matter. Okay. We're gonna head in now. We gotta go this way. What's happening here is that we want to open this door. And the door is locked. Why?
Terry, any way to get this on?
Oh, I see. Yeah, Meg. I guess you're right.
Rachel?
So she's a little younger here. Anyways, we're trying to go here. We're thinking because it's a medical or like a, what do you call it, emergency helicopter or medic helicopter, if you will. There might be something there that we could use to patch up Joel. There might be some sort of a kit there. But to get there, we have to go this way. This is locked. What do we see here? Power outlet. And that's where the cable's going. So we got to follow the cable. Following the cable, all that stuff, the cable leads us to here. This is like a extension, power extension or whatever. Now, gotta just follow the cable in this way, which is where our first enemy encounter will be.
Fucking cat.
Again, this door doesn't open. I'll try it, just so you guys see. This doesn't open. This door doesn't open. Okay, so we gotta go this way.
All right.
And yeah, there's one amazing thing in this game that you don't see in the main game, and I will point that out to you when we first see it. So this is the first area where we're going to see enemies. Okay, so this is where the power comes from, obviously.
go.
I'll press the button here for
End of
the
the
sake of the game anyway, but you'll see what's happening here. So now here's the first surprise, first difference between
Nothing?
this game and the main game. It's dry.
Out of juice.
You don't have gas, so you got to get some gas. So you grab this container. There's nothing in it.
Empty.
Find some. I will go straight to the one
Maybe
where.
I can find some.
Okay. Now, when I try to go, there's going to be enemies. Now let's see how good I remember this game.
Oh, fuck. Stalkers.
So this game, what I like to do is stay here where there's a brick, and I'll try to brick him and knife him. That's it. There's one right there behind me. So it doesn't matter. Taken out, no problem. One thing you could try, I forgot to tell you guys this. I will show you later. I think I made a small mistake, not necessarily a horrible mistake, but I could have done a little bit better. Doesn't matter. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? How's it going? Uh-oh, get out of there. I recommend that you play this very conservative. Right behind me. Okay. Oh, I'm doing great, Rebecca. Happy to be here, streaming this game. This is an amazing DLC. Okay, so I recommend you try to avoid these guys as much as possible and not fight them. Now, one thing I did wrong, I should have just gone here and grabbed some help. Ah, I made a mistake. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this one more time. You know, this game, sometimes you have to try it a few times until you get the right RNG. Sometimes the RNG is crazy in this game, so...
Oh, fuck.
Okay, it gave me 3 bullets. DLC is very crazy. It's crazy DLC. Oh, it's very good. It's an amazing DLC. I highly recommend that people that play Last of Us first play Last of Us and then try the DLC. The DLC is phenomenal. I should have probably not done that, but actually, you know what? I actually hit. I should have not wasted so many bullets, but doesn't matter. It has its hard parts, Rebecca. It's not terribly hard, except the end. The end is very difficult. This part is kind of difficult too, but the end is perfect. I still have some enemies I gotta deal with. Oh, this is it. Done. Okay, that's it. So that's it. So this is, it wasn't too difficult, to be honest with you. I just had to play it a few times, and I got 3 bullets here. Amazing. I should not have shot that that stalker with 3 bullets here. I wasted 3 bullets. I should not have done that, but I think I got lucky because I was out of ammo. I was given another 3 bullets. So you can try all these trucks to find gas. None of them have gas except for this one, where you picked up the candy bar. So this is where you go.
Jackpot.
Yeah, this is an amazing DLC, Rebecca. If you ever play,
Take the hose
basically
and
anyone that has ever played the main story,
siphon it out.
you should play. They should play this DLC, but you should not play this DLC unless you've played the main game. It's very important.
Okay.
I recommend strongly that people first play the main game and then the DLC. The DLC makes so much
should
sense
do it.
when you've played the game. So it wasn't too difficult. I struggled a little bit, but I found the right
Come on.
idea to take care of the enemy. Just break and stab him. That's it. Okay, so now that we got some gas in there, we can start this generator. Once you start the generator, you're gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you guys when I started, just so you don't. And there it is. Okay, so this thing is running now. Okay, now we've restored power. See, the water has, now that we've restored it, the water is
Don't touch
electric water. So I can't go back. You see, this has power. I can't go back the way I came. I came this way, I can't go back. So I have no other choice but to go this way. So this DLC, Rebecca, essentially deals with
This door's open.
some story in the middle of the game. There's nothing here. Some story in the middle of the game. So you have a story when Joel gets hurt, Ellie takes care of Joel and patches up Joel and stuff. So this is the part that you have to you play and see what happened. And another part in this DLC deals with Ellie's past life. What did Ellie go through? How did Ellie end up meeting Joel? What's Ellie's story, basically? And this DLC sort of reveals that. Okay, so here, whatever you do, take your time. Do not fall in the water or you're
Gonna
gonna
fall into
die.
that water.
So
Try to
go in
avoid.
here anyway, because there's alcohol here. Pick up this stuff. When you go here, it actually shows you where you gotta go, which is there. That door now has power, and I can open it now.
How the hell do I get there?
Okay. Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention to you, Rebecca. The developers of Last of Us left out certain parts in the game that this DLC covers. So they did it on purpose, just to give us a surprise, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna open this. We're gonna know why. We can't jump in the water, obviously, so we're gonna take a little detour. Okay. I'm going to open both doors. Now, if I try to jump here and try to go on top of the door all the way there, the door will close. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this guy here. Oh, thanks, Rebecca. I appreciate it. Thanks for the good luck. I'm going to need it. Believe me, if at any point during a stream I need luck is when I'm streaming this, because the end of the game is insane. You will see. Okay, so you see, it didn't close because I put the boxes under it. Otherwise, it would have closed. There's other ways to get around it. There's a little trick that you could do, but I'm doing this completely glitchless. So that's how you do it. That's the way you're supposed to do it, basically. Anyway, so you're just gonna go here, jump here, and off you go. And there you go. Okay, so when you get here, be very careful. I'll tell you. Okay, so you open it. Do not run here. Do not run. Crouch and aim walk.
Yeah.
Do not run whatever you do here. Quickly, just go this way as quickly as you can. I will tell you what's going to happen here. There's a clicker that's going to be coming this way. You're going to go here. You're going to take care of that clicker. Aim. You're going to go take care of that guy too. So be very careful here. Aim walk at all times. If you kill this guy, that clicker will hear you. So you're better off taking care of that clicker and then taking care of this guy. This guy is standing here. He's not going anywhere. Here you can sort of be a little bit. There's a health item there. Grab it. You can sort of crouch walk here normally. There's some stuff here you can grab. I recommend you kill all enemies here before you move on. There's a quick way. There's a quick way to go about doing it. You just go for the door and open it. I recommend, especially the first time, you take care of all the enemies. It's not too difficult, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to go in here. There's not that many enemies in this area anyway. Okay, so you're here. Okay, there's that clicker, and then there's another guy by the door. So you can just go for that guy at the door quietly and take care of him. I strongly recommend that you don't. Take care of this. Take care of everyone. This guy, he won't see you. And that's it. That's it. Nothing else. That's it. I killed every single one. Yes, exactly, Rebecca. That's exactly what I did. Because I could have just killed the one guy that was at the door and tried to open the door, but that's very risky. You really got to be quick there. You could do it if you really wanted to, but I recommend that you guys, the first time you're playing it, play it safe, you know? Of course, if you want to play Grounded, don't play Grounded the first try of this game. Like, play on easy or normal or whatever. Play it on easier difficulties, and then try to play it on Grounded. That's a given, in my opinion. But let me see if there's some more food here. I don't think so. There's nothing else here really that we need. Nah, nothing here. Okay, we're just gonna go. We grabbed what we needed. We're gonna go this way. Now we're back to where we jumped down to go get to the go to the helicopter. Now here you can run for the door. Do not engage these enemies. Just go. I'll just recommend you just
Here
jog.
we are again.
Jog here. Just jog.
God damn it! Where the hell are they coming?
Quickly mash. Quickly mash. Quickly mash. Mash the triangle button until you open the door. Do not waste any time here. Just go. It's not worthwhile fighting. Just go here. Go turn around here and go. Not worth it. Not worthwhile. These guys are trying to... See, these guys are trying to... there might be some stuff. I'm not sure if there's something in that tent there, but I would just recommend just go here.
Here we go.
Don't engage. Some parts of this game, you don't want to engage. This is one part. You don't want to engage. You see? It's not worth it. You're gonna die for no reason. Just don't engage. Just go. There's nothing that you can't do without. Okay. So we found in this particular situation, we actually found what we needed. We got everything we need to patch up Joel, which is great news. So now, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go back to Joel where we left him.
I'm not letting you
He's injured. We gotta go take care of him. So this is it. But now, look at what happens here in the game. You go back in time again. So Ellie's now go back in. She goes. Excuse me. Ellie goes back in time now. So what's gonna happen is that she is back to before Last of Us main story took place, and this is basically we're going back.
Wait,
so this story goes
won't
back
soldiers
and back.
spot them all,
You
do
could
know?
ride
Nah.
that
we
carousel
stereotyped
if you
them.
wanted to.
you
There's
know? This
there's a
fire
box
from
there
Melanie
you can
told me
go
about it.
take some photos with.
This looks fancy.
Photos
Wanna
with
try it?
Riley. There's some stuff you can do here, but it's not necessary that you go through all this. The first time you play it, you want to do it. I think it's a good idea that you do. There's some stuff here. There's some collectibles here you want to grab. I'm not going to ruin this game for you guys. I'm going to try to make this game very, very spoiler-free as much as possible, I guess. So anyways, you could go down there, take some photos with Riley, really whatever you like. You could really explore this area, just to let you guys know. I'm not going to do it because I'm just basically showing you guys how to beat the game, and it's not necessary that you guys do it. You know what? It's not necessary that I do it. There's some stuff for you to just like have a look at and that kind of stuff. Anyways, doesn't really matter. So the way you go to the next step of the game or this next stage of the game is through there. The escalator there. So you're just going to take the escalator up,
Whoa!
and
look
you
at
want to go
me!
here. This is where you want to go. There's not much here really. You could really try to go around and see what's what. There isn't really, especially on grounded, there isn't much to grab. There's literally like nothing. Like if you find something, you're lucky, but there's almost nothing. Especially in this game, in this particular part of the game where you come back in time, you're in the past. There's nothing for you to grab anyway, because it's not like when you go back to the winter section, winter part, which is the present time in the
Fucking
game.
way.
It's not like your items transfer anyway. So whatever you pick up here, you won't pick up anything. But even if you do, it won't
No,
matter.
don't tell
So
me it's
in this game,
busted.
in this part, don't worry about it. Just go through the story. But as much as I can tell
For a
you.
second, I thought I was gonna play it.
You still can.
How?
All right, come here. Close your eyes. Do it.
Okay.
Use this to move.
Okay.
Is your
So
punch,
here you have
is
to
your
do
kick.
this. By the way,
You
this
block with
you
this.
gotta play this. I guess
First,
virtual
you have to choose your character.
arcade game. If you
You're
don't, you can't
playing
proceed.
as the
Can't go to the
unstoppable,
next step. So
claw-wielding,
gotta do.
yet drop-dead gorgeous Angel Knives.
Am I supposed to picture all this?
Eyes!
Okay, sorry.
She stands on the edge of the Shadow Temple, an ancient mystical building where they hold the tournaments of the immortals. Your opponent, Black Fang, steps out of the temple. He's this super ripped white dude with 3 arms. He's out for your blood. The music kicks up as he gets into his fighting stance. You ready?
Bring it.
Round one.
So it's just a
Round
bunch
1
of quick
starts.
time events,
Black Fang
basically.
rushes towards you. He throws a double punch in your direction. Jump up!
Very simple.
There.
Press some
He
buttons.
overshot
That's
you.
it.
You land behind him. Quickly, punch him in the back. You nailed him with a wicked elbow, taking off like 15% of his health.
Yes!
He spins around and comes back with a Shadow Claw attack.
What do I do?
Hold back and block to counter. You throw up your elbows just as he executes his combo. You skid backwards but take no damage. The final block knocks him off his balance. He could recover any second. Quickly, counter with a heavenly lift. Nice. He grabs you. Mash punch to break free. Hit up, block, and kick for a blade change. Block him. You got it. Down, forward, punch for his special move. Yes! Come on.
Woo!
Ah,
Nice.
yeah. You don't even have to do this. You could. It doesn't matter. You don't have to do this last finish. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You could do it or not. It doesn't really matter. It's actually faster if you don't do it.
You kind of messed up the ultra kill. You just
Again,
punch him once
so
and he falls
anyone's
over
watching
dead.
this,
Ah,
never
But
played it. You
blood
it's not a
still
spoiler.
like gushes out of him all over the floor.
Ultra kill.
Yes.
You could find out what happens. It's not necessary really for you to do the ultra kill.
So, it was all right.
You loved it.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Okay.
You hear that?
So now
Hey,
we
you
can
know
go
what?
this way.
We should head back. I need to head back.
You got plenty of time.
Riley, I don't have any more strikes left at this place. Tomorrow we'll just pick up where we left off.
I can't.
We'll just do it another day then. Okay, Firefly Girl, when?
They've asked me to leave.
Leave what?
Boston. I'm supposed to join a group in another city. I argued with them to stay here. But you know how Marlene is. Nothing's easy with her. Everything's a test. They're picking me up tomorrow.
Okay.
That's it?
Well, what do you want me to say?
I don't know. How about some friendly advice? I'm serious.
Why did you bring me here?
I wanted to see you.
No, why did you bring me here?
I don't know.
I don't know. You want my advice? Go. Come on, let's just say our goodbyes.
I'm gonna go check out this music.
Riley. Riley! God damn it.
All right, so here we go. You just go after her.
go.
That's it. Very
Riley?
simple. Nothing to it.
Riley!
There's really nothing here. You can take down a mannequin here if you wanted to. Not really necessary. You just go that way. Very simple. Nothing to it. Okay.
You ever seen anything like this?
Are we just done talking?
I don't know. Are we?
You don't get to be pissed off at me. I'm pissed off at you.
For what? Asking you what you think?
When have you ever cared about what I think? We were good. We were better than good, and then you told me to fuck off, and then you just up and vanish. This whole day... you feel guilty? You want an out? I'm giving it to you.
I'm supposed to be holed up on the other side of town. I get caught as a Firefly, I'm dead. Guilt didn't make me cross a city full of soldiers, Ellie. And yeah, I did some shit that I don't know how to take back, but I'm trying. Speaking of, those water guns you've been dreaming of? I nearly got shot for these. Surprise.
Okay. First, I'm gonna destroy you. And then we'll talk.
You're about to get drenched.
Let's see what you got, Firefly Girl.
All right, here we go. So this part is just
Come on, show me what you
you
got.
just reload this thing and off you go. Gotta reload it all the way.
Ellie, come on.
That's it.
In your...
Oh, you're gonna pay for that. Gotcha.
Yes,
Oh, you're
there
gonna
it
pay
is.
for that.
So I lost. Doesn't really matter anyway. This part you can't really, like, there's no dying here anyway. So you win or you lose, doesn't matter.
You barely even hit me.
You're drenched.
This part is completely for fun. Whether you
Game's
win
fun.
or Riley
Go
wins,
high.
it doesn't
We'll
matter.
hurt each other.
Like,
Whoever gets
you just
it
get
first,
different dialogue
loses.
maybe, but that as
Fine.
far as going through the game, you go through the
Okay.
game and you go through the story.
1,
So
2,
just to let you guys know.
3, 4, 5. You ready?
Now I just gotta find Riley and Soaker. Let's see. Let's see if I'll get her. It doesn't really matter. Just go and find her. That's it. So she got it. No problem. Best 2 out of 3 now.
Come on! Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's really hilarious, Rebecca. It's a funny.
Go hide.
The cool thing about this part of the game is kind of cute. Like there's no
1,
like,
2,
doesn't matter. You soak her first or she soaks you. It doesn't matter. Nothing's gonna happen.
Time to die.
There's really nothing. Try to find her. That's all. Okay, so she's not here. Okay, so she should be on the other side. Now let's go this way. There she is.
Oh.
So I got her. I could have let her get me, and she would have been 2 out of
What was
3.
that?
So it would have
1-1.
ended faster.
What's it gonna
Doesn't
be
really
now?
matter.
Don't get
That's just some
cocky.
conversation you're having.
Count it down.
That's all.
All right, go.
So that's the cool thing about this part of the game. You just play it any way you want. It doesn't matter.
5. Ready or not, here it comes.
That's the most amazing thing about Naughty Dog. Some parts of their games, there's a lot of optional stuff you can do. If you really want to do it, you do it. I think she's here. No? I thought she was here. Oh yeah, there she is. There it is. I got her. Anyways,
Oh, shoot.
yeah, with Naughty Dog games,
Oh, shoot.
there's
what
a lot
did
of
I
optional
just do?
stuff.
Did you
That's
see
what
those
makes the games
skills?
so beautiful.
Revoke that dog tag.
They're completely crap
Now you're
talking.
just mean. That's it. We're going again.
So
Riley,
yeah, when you have a game that you play it on your own, in your own way,
I would love
using your
to do this
own,
all day.
whatever way you feel like you want to interact with the character, get the character
But
to
you gotta
interact
go
with
back.
other characters. That's the most amazing thing about Naughty Dog
I
games.
gotta go back.
You're kind of like, you're not really playing a game. You're kind of like
Okay.
Fine.
making a movie or like watching a movie in a
I
way.
do
That's
smoke
what's
your weed?
interesting about Naughty Dog games. So, especially this one and even Uncharted series. Amazing.
guess.
Just amazing.
Hold on,
Unreal.
let me get my backpack.
You play it any way you want. Like there's just so much you can do, so many different ways. It's amazing. So definitely, anyone has
Hey,
ever had any interest in anything Naughty Dog has ever made, this is by far one of the greatest games they've ever made. Especially once you beat the game,
I said it like
definitely
an
the
asshole.
DLC is just so much, adds so much more interesting
totally
things
meant
to
it.
it. So definitely play this. I'm going to point out when there's a difference between the
should go.
DLC and the main game, but it's fundamentally just a brand
this
new
is something
thing
that
in
you've
this
wanted
particular
for-
DLC that I'm really hoping we will see in the second game.
know,
I'm going to point that out to you guys when we get
forever,
there.
so
I think it's just worth
who am I to
noting
stop
it
you?
and being mindful of it.
The one person
And
that
really, I'm
can.
hoping they'll add that to the second game. It will be the main story of the second game because it's missing in the main story of this
please
game.
don't go. I'll be
But
so
they-
miserable without
They had the
you.
innovation to make it in the DLC, and I'm going to show you what's going to happen here.
I'll be fine,
So let's just watch
You'll be
the
fine.
cutscene here.
and we'll see each other again.
You should keep these. Not gonna do me any good. You still lug that Walkman around?
Always.
Let me see it.
Here.
What's in it?
That tape you gave me?
You really will be miserable without me.
Shut up.
Leave that. Follow me.
What are we doing?
Okay.
You'll see.
Now watch this part. It's kind of interesting here. Just check it out.
Yeah. Really? Come here. Get your ass up here.
So stupid.
Come on. Here. What is that? Hey, what's wrong?
Don't go. Sorry.
For what?
What do we do now?
We'll figure it out. But I don't think Marlene's gonna go.
Wait.
See what happened here? The music attracted the infected. Okay, see what happened? Now here the story gets interesting. So we go from the past, all of a sudden we switch over now to the winter, to the present. You see that this game keeps you like thinking, what's next? What's next? You play in pieces. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of past, a little bit of present. Genius. It's absolutely, this game, as amazing as Last of Us, the main game is, the DLC is a different level of genius went through making this. It's just amazing. Definitely check this out. It's very, very, definitely play this DLC, whatever you do. Beat the main game, definitely beat the DLC. It's an amazing, amazing little game. It's not very long, but it's just an amazing map than the main game itself. Just wonderful. Okay, here we go. This is pure action-packed here.
Oh, shit.
So far, this part is not too different than what you would see in the main game. It's just... Okay, so we get the bow and arrow.
Max, what the hell are we doing here? Who gives a fuck about that old man and a little girl?
The sooner we find them, the sooner we get out of here. Make sure this area.
I could go kill for the kill
Out here.
if I really wanted to. I don't really have to. But I will do it anyway for the hell of it, because there's some stuff here I want to grab. Not mandatory, but I want to grab it anyway. Oh, thank you so much, Rebecca. I really appreciate your kind words. Thank you.
Holy shit!
Ah, I took some damage. This guy's taking me out.
Kid vicious!
Ah, damn it. Son of a gun. Okay, no problem. Let's try this again. Okay, let's try this again.
Check the store. You check around back.
I kind of slipped a little bit there. Doesn't matter. I kind of want to kill these guys because there's some items here that I want to grab. So I will just go for it anyway. Just gonna wait for this guy to go here. You don't have to stay here if you don't want to. You could actually, the way to go is here. I can go that way and exit, but I kind of want to I kind of want to... This part isn't too hard. I just have to be careful, that's all. It's not that hard, to be honest with you. There's some stuff, I remember some stuff here. I want to grab it.
Whoa!
I took a little bit of damage, doesn't matter.
God damn it! Where'd she go?
Doesn't matter. Okay, I took care of it. Doesn't matter. Okay, great. I did take some damage, but it is what it is.
I'm coming to get you,
Okay.
Joel. These guys want to fight.
Okay, so
Fucking
I will grab the brick.
I'm gonna get to him, stitch him up, and then I'm gonna get the hell out of
I
here.
think there's something here, if I'm not mistaken. Again, it's not mandatory, but I want to grab whatever I can. It's just some... See, there's some health there. It's okay, you know, it is what it... What was there? Yeah. There's alcohol. You know, there's some stuff I would much rather have extra than not enough, because the last part of this DLC, there's an extremely insane fight that, especially on Grounded, the checkpoint is very long. Before Grounded, the checkpoint, there's 2 checkpoints, so it's easier to... there's a final fight, part 1 and part 2. In this, on this difficulty, is very... it's very difficult because the 2 checkpoints are merged.
Which way?
There is a recorder here you can grab and listen to it if you really wanted to. I'll just grab it, but I'm not going to listen to it. I'm going to let you guys figure that out because I don't want there to be any spoilers. Now, here's the surprise in this game. You'll see what I mean. This part, there's a surprise. You see, there's infected guys here. And then there is human enemies. This is the first time in this game where you see infected and then you see human enemies.
You're infected.
So I'm going to get these 2 crazy guys fighting. You see, I've made some noise. Now these guys are gonna go. So I'm going to just grab some stuff and run. There's no reason to engage here. There's some stuff here I can grab. I will go grab it. That doesn't matter. Now there's only one of them. One won't do anything to me, so I can really take my time here. There's an arrow here I'm gonna grab. That's the way to go. I could have just run past these guys. Not necessary. You know what I mean? It's not really important that I... Not really needed. I don't have to fight. So I can just run away. Thanks, Rebecca. I appreciate it. So here, so I just grab this. There's not that much here, but it's best that you guys try to grab whatever you can grab anyway. So anyways, this is...
So close.
I'm so close. This is
need a
near the
waiver.
pharmacy. So, yeah, no, sorry, not near the pharmacy. That's where Joel is, in that door. That's where Joel is. So we're right there almost. We just have to find our way around, which is right here. This is like almost there. So I'm just gonna grab this. Now you see, I can craft another Molotov. I will craft it right here. I don't need the... I have a first aid kit, that's enough. So I will craft a Molotov right here just because, right? And we'll just leave it at that. It's good to have extra. So I'll just go here. I don't have to engage with that clicker, really. Not necessary. I could try. Maybe. You know what? I'll kill it. I'll kill it. I will try. Because it might give me something. I'll try anyway, because I got an extra brick here. That's it. No, didn't give me anything. Okay. Well, at least I did what I had to do. It wasn't necessary, but I decided to take him out anyway, because I got a brick right here.
Any more of these fuckers?
No, that's it. They're done.
No.
So note over there, just one thing I want to point out. In this, before going here, this part, there were 2 clickers and 1 runner or 1 stalker. I think it was a runner actually. And then there were 2 human enemies. So you see, this doesn't happen in the main game, but here I got them fighting. Now I got lucky because the runner can see, but these clickers are easier in this more open area because you can run around and they can't see you. They can just hear you. But what happened where I got lucky was that one of the 2 out of the 2 human enemies, they managed to kill that runner that can see, and I was left with 2 clickers, and I took him out easily. So before you jump down or before you throw the brick and get these 2 guys, get these 2 different meaning the infected and the human enemies fighting, first maybe it's good to arrow you want to arrow maybe the or somehow take out the runner, because the runner can see. So you take him out first with an arrow or something if you want to risk it, because you might break your arrow. But the thing is, you're right there. That's the checkpoint is right there. So if you break your arrow, you restart encounter and you arrow him later. And then you throw the brick and get the 2 human enemies fighting the 2 clickers. It'll probably go better. But I got lucky anyway. So okay, so I'm just gonna go here. Here, I really recommend that you guys don't. It's not worth it. Don't fight. Try to really just go from point A to point B. I don't think it's worth it, so I recommend that you guys just go.
What was that?
Hey, what'd you guys find outside?
Not a damn
I'm just gonna
thing.
hide here.
How do we know they're even here?
We walked
Let these
around
guys
this
come in.
entire place. There's horse tracks leading in, none coming out.
So I'm just gonna go this way.
Maybe they're already dead.
And I want to see the fucking
There's
bodies.
some.
Let's check over here. Head down there.
Okay, and that's it. That's it. Here you don't want to engage. That's it. It's not worth it. There's so many enemies there. It's not even worth it to get those 2, get the infected and these guys fighting. Not worth it. Trust me. Just do what I did quickly and very slowly and casually. And there's an arrow. Don't forget it. This is where the crazy fight starts. It's good. I have 5 bullets here and 6. This is where there's a checkpoint. You see it says less than 1 minute ago. That's where the restart encounter. So this is where you you do the restart encounter if you fail. But this part is the hardest part of the game. So let's see how good I do.
Hey, I hear the fucking horses right now. Let me get this open.
That broke. I missed. I missed that guy too. No problem. They saw me. No problem. Gonna hang around here a little bit. Again, you can't really take your time too much here. Where are these guys anyway? I think there's 2 of them left. And of course we don't have listen mode here, so we're just gonna have to do it old school. Okay. Now, they're trying to break the door, so I gotta act quicker. There it is. I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken. That's that. Okay, that's that for this part. Now, I haven't hit a checkpoint. Because this is on grounded, I don't have a checkpoint. What that means, this is a good sign. It's full. I'm full on health, which is great. Now, I gotta now look around and find as much supplies as I can before I go for that door where Joel is. Over there. They were trying to break that door and get to Joel and kill him. So I'm not going to go there, because the second I try to go there, they're going to ambush me. So, with that being the case, I will just take my time here. Now I got even more ammo. Now let me see how I'm doing on the arrows, because I really need to get some arrows. I got one here. And that's it. I guess that's it. I don't have any more arrows, but I'm going to look around here anyway. Yeah, Sky, the thing doesn't work. The bot, for some reason, has problems. It doesn't work, and I don't know why. I gotta fix it. I'm sorry. It doesn't look. I'm going to have to craft this. One little thing. I'll show you guys what you can do with it. And let me just look upstairs here to see if I can grab anything. I think that's it. I'm kind of low on arrows. Some of my arrows broke. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. So it is what it is. I'll just have to live with it. That guy's dead. This guy, I think the arrow broke here. Not much else I can do, to be honest with you. Okay, looks like that's it. Okay, so I'm going to put a nail bomb here. You'll know. I'll tell you why. You'll see why. There's nothing here really. There's nothing I can do really. Okay, this part is the hardest part of the game now. We're about to enter. And that's it. I guess there's nothing else I can do. The second I go for that door, that's it. Let's just look around one more time before we do what we gotta do. Yeah, I just have 3 arrows. It is what it is. I'll just have to, oh, there it is. Is that an arrow? Oh, it's broken. I think it's broken. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, that's it. I'll just have to live with it. Okay, so here we go. You guys ready? Surprise.
Alright, Joel.
Okay. Now you're gonna see.
She's down there by the door. Got her pinned down. Go finish her.
You see that guy? There was a sniper there. There's a sniper there. I took care of that sniper. I grabbed the sniper rifle very quick. I got lucky here. I'm going to try to take cover here, take him out from here. I'm just going to proceed with caution. Maybe there's some... There we go. Now all the human enemies are gone. It's all crazy infected enemies. I made a mistake. Well, I shouldn't say it's a mistake. These guys are a lot easier to take out, but the human enemies now. Uh-oh, I better get going. Because they're going to try to get me now. Better keep my distance. Let's go. And there's one more. Just a clicker left. I can't believe it. I did this in one shot. I can't believe it. Did this in one shot. Where's that clicker? You see, that's why I had so many weapons with me. So I just kept my distance. Just gotta make sure. There it is. There it is. That's it. Done. That's it. I pretty much used everything I had. That's it. All my supplies I used. Perfect.
Yeah?
Thank you very much, Sky.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream.
Better be
And yeah, we'll see you next stream. Thank you so much again. Alright, so that's it. I got this in one shot. I can't believe I got it in one shot. I don't think I've ever gotten it in one shot. So that's the trick. You see how I made sure I had everything. And I put that nail bomb. Here's just run away. Just running away. That's it. So what I did was I made sure to put that nail bomb where that sniper was going to be. And then I quickly tried to go for that sniper rifle that was there. And I started taking out the human enemies because they have weapons. They have mollies. They have all sorts of stuff. And then I actually killed all of them, which is kind of not the well. It's more efficient would be to get them fighting with the infected, but I took them out so quickly that then by the time the infected came out, all the humans I'd killed. But at least the good thing is that none of those, of course, when you kill the humans, the infected don't have any weapons, so they're easier to kill if you have enough supplies, which I did. I had 2 mollies. I had 3 arrows. I had some. I still had some. Here, mash square here. So I just whatever supplies I had saved during the game, which I told you why you should keep your supplies and try to save it for the final fight. I used pretty much all my supplies. I just had 1 arrow left. That's it. I used everything. But you know, it was pretty easy because I really managed my items very well, and I tried to basically I saved everything for that last difficult final fight, and I was able to get it in one shot. Generally, I die there a couple times before I before I can beat it. But this time I got lucky too. I had good RNG, and yeah, everything worked out. So sometimes when you lose in this game, you die, you want to restart encounter. It's not even that you're doing something wrong. You're not doing something wrong. It's just the RNG is bad. So you gotta play it a few times until you get it. So anyways, here you just climb and go where Riley's going, and that's it. And that's it. This is pretty much the end of the game. This is it. So here, smash square. I'm not even sure it's necessary for you to mash square here. But anyways, smash square anyway. Yeah. Here, you just go, and this is the last thing you have to do in this game. That's it, done. Now we're gonna watch the final cutscene.
I think it's clear.
Okay.
Ellie. Ellie, your arm.
This is it. That's where Ellie gets infected, and you see that in the main game.
No.
So this is where Ellie gets infected, but you see here that Riley is also infected. But what happens is that Riley turns into an infected, or runner or whatever, but Ellie doesn't. that's where Ellie kind of mutates, or changes the virus or whatever, and she survives, and she kind of becomes immune
Don't
to it.
worry. I've done this
Now
before.
here,
I'm kind of an expert.
here's again in the present. You come back from the past, and this is it. This is the present where Joel is hurt, and
Just
Ellie
stay calm.
killed all those guys. We did that final fight, part 1 and part 2. It went very well, luckily, and now we're here to. And she's basically stitched them up. Now we're back to the past. She gets really pissed off that she's infected. But now look, this part Ellie talks
Some more
about
stuff over there you can
this specific ending. Ellie talks about in the main game with Joel at the very end, at the very final cutscene near Tommy's Dam, and they really make it very well. The way it's said in the main game, you picture it, and it's kind of like
Wait, I see
very
it. We got two
similar to
options.
what you would picture here, more or less, at least the idea.
Option 1,
So check this out.
you take the easy way out. It's quick and painless. I'm not a fan of option 1. 2, we fight.
Fight for what? We're gonna turn into one of those things.
There are a million ways we should have died before today. And a million ways we can die before tomorrow. But we fight for every second we get to spend with each other. Whether it's 2 minutes or 2 days, we don't give that up. I don't want to give that up. My vote? Let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together.
This exact line gets quoted at the very end of the main game.
What's option 3?
Sorry. Come on. Let's get out of here.
So there we go. That's it. Last of Us Left Behind DLC. And yeah, it was pretty quick. I towards the beginning of the game, the first fight in the where it is flooded, the flooded area with the trucks and everything, I died what, twice or something, 2-3 times. Besides that, it was all smooth sailing. That's it. I wasn't even trying to do it fast or anything. It just happened pretty good. And the last final fight, as you can see, I've mentioned this many times before, I saved as much of my resources as I could to make sure I have enough resources. So I had 2 mollies, 1 nail bomb, 6 arrows, 5 bullets, handgun bullets, and the nail bomb I laid it where the sniper was going to be, and when it went off, I tried to kill as many of I killed the second sniper, I killed another guy with a gun, and I went quickly to that sniper rifle, or I should say rifle, and that's it. So when I went to the rifle, I grabbed the rifle, I just kept killing human enemies, and then the infected showed up, and I used my molly and my whatever resources that I had left over, and it was just about enough to kill everyone, and that was it. So pretty smooth towards the end, actually, which was great. I'm happy the way it worked out. I got lucky too. So this game is not just, I mean, skill of course is very important, but luck sometimes, especially that final fight, you really need some luck. You need a good RNG. So anyways, okay, so here we go. I'll just let the credits roll. So this is it, guys. This will be it for the stream. I I had in mind just to do the DLC for Last of Us. I wasn't expecting for it to finish this quickly, because that final fight, I generally, no matter how hard I try, generally I die a few times before I can get past it, but surprisingly it went very well. So yeah, so this will be it for this stream. For everyone that was here, thank you very much for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Tomorrow, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I will basically, I'm planning on starting Until Dawn and sort of starting to stream that. That'll be a first playthrough for me. Unlike this game, I've never played Until Dawn. I still have it wrapped in the actual wrap, plastic wrap. I haven't opened the game yet, so yeah, I'm going to start that tomorrow. I've heard it's like a very nice game. It's kind of like a movie, more like a movie than a game, which makes it very interesting and entertaining. So that's what I want to do. So that will be the plan. And those of you guys who have Discord, we have a Discord channel. I will put the link here. Feel free to join us. That's where we communicate and where I post updates and post news and post announcements. Especially before I go online, I kind of post them. I kind of send everyone a message there, letting them know that I'm going to be live at what time or what day, or if it's soon, I just tell them I'm going to be live soon, that kind of thing. And we discuss ideas there. If you guys wanted to sort of like, if you have any comments, questions, you want to talk to me or whatever, if you want something specific that I stream and stuff, let me know. You can whisper me on Twitch, whatever. I want to hear from you guys. So anyone like to sort of give me your opinion, by all means. I'm just trying hard to make the stream as good as possible. So whatever comments, questions, anything, any suggestions, I'm all ears. Okay. Okay, well, I'll just let the credits end because we've played the whole thing anyway. Let's just do a full thing. Anyways, it's a pretty sad story altogether, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. Yeah. And then I guess after Until Dawn, I'm going to try other stuff. I have some vintage, or I should say old school Resident Evils ready to go. So I'm looking to again go back to Resident. I streamed a bunch of Resident Evils. Now I've been doing some non-Resident Evil stuff that are still kind of related to survival horror, action and adventure, but we'll be going back to some of the older Resident Evil games, and I'll be streaming those for you guys. So yeah, we got lots more amazing content coming, guys. So stay tuned. Great stuff is coming. Okay, so that's it. That's it for this DLC. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, thank you very much for being here, and I will catch you guys next stream. Okay, take care. Have a nice evening, everyone. Bye.